What's up, everybody? I got a couple hours tonight. I thought I'd do a little work on this STI. I'm gonna get some interior stuff taken apart. I'm gonna take the doors off. Last time, you can see, we took the roof off. We took the hood off in the trunk. But I'm gonna take the doors off, get some more access to the interior stuff. Start just grabbing some random interior pieces out. I didn't want to touch the engine yet because I'll pull you around. You can check it out. Yeah. I got lots of parts left from the other car I had. And I'm actually this weekend going to be making a little bit of a storage shelter for these parts just so I can get them out of the garage. Because once this car starts coming apart, oh man, it's going to get crazy in here. It's actually been a couple weeks since I worked on this car. I just replaced my Civic for a WRX. That was a bit of a whole deal. I just sold the Civic tonight actually. So I'm just going to get a couple hours done on this car. I'm not going to film too in depth though because it's kind of boring. I'm just going to take the doors off, just a few bolts and a few connectors. Might take the carpet out tonight, we'll see. I'll probably just time lapse it so you guys can see what I'm up to. But it is necessary. Some of the stuff is valuable. I'll sell it on eBay just to recover some cost in the car. Some stuff I want for myself. I got some nice speakers in the door the previous owner put in. I'll probably take them out. Maybe I'll put them on WRX because I don't need it in the STI. So it'll just be a quick video for today. Nothing too crazy, but all necessary stuff. Let's check it out. Check it out, the doors are off. I had to cut that driver rear. See? That one right there is completely smashed up. And I could not get the latch to release. I played with it for a second just to see if I can get the cables to pull. It wasn't coming easy, so I just cut it off with the reciprocating saw. It's become my favorite tool. I love it on this because it just cuts through everything so fast. I'm getting low on time for tonight though, so I think I'm just going to pull out a couple random things. I'm going to take these seat belts off just because they come out super fast. I'll just zip them off with the gun. I think I'm going to leave the rest of the interior for tomorrow. I'm going to come back tomorrow, we'll shoot a bit more. I'll take the carpet out, we'll take some of the dash apart, we'll take out all the gauges and stuff, that's the plan. So let's get this stuff done tonight and I'll pop back tomorrow. Okay, so the seat belts are out, a couple random things. Took out a couple plates down there. I took out the plates over the fuel tank just to have a look at the top of the fuel tank. My car actually had some bad fittings on the top of the fuel tank. They were really rusty. I actually have good ones out of the other car, but extra spares are always nice, especially here in Newfoundland, everything's so rusty. A lot of stuff, especially in the interior, I'm taking off just to get the bolts, just to get the nuts and bolts out of it, just to get some washers, because it's all nice OEM Subaru stuff. The interior is clean, so none of it's rusty, so that's awesome. I got a bunch of spare perfect bolts. And as you'll see through the videos, I just got a set of Milwaukee fuel, like an impact driver, 3/8 impact, and I got the normal drill, and I got the hammer drill for just like screw bits for carpentry work. But the 18-volt 3/8 impact has been unbelievable. It's my first like handheld impact, that's not pneumatic. I got a 1/2-inch Mac for some real crazy stuff, and we'll definitely use that on suspension components later. But for all these small things, man oh man, I'm really enjoying just having any impact, anything at all. But the Milwaukee's had some good reviews from people online. My buddy's got one, he got good reviews from it, so I went, checked it out, and it's awesome. I'll never be without it. Just some quick work tonight, but as you can see, we got a good few parts. Some stuff on the floor there, some seat belts, you can check it out. The car's a little more empty, it's looking pretty scrapped. Although really we've done nothing at all, there's no drivetrain touch or anything. Actually I should say, I'll say in this video just so it's all correct in the timeline, I did take out the downpipe and inspected the turbo, and I also needed the O2 sensor out of the downpipe, so I popped that off. I took off the intercooler just to get the downpipe a bit easier. So there's only two things I touched in the engine bay. Not a big deal. Doesn't really matter if I caught it on film or not. I think the turbo needs to be repaired. I actually contacted the company already and they said there's no sweat, they'll repair it for me. I haven't got a price yet to see how much it's going to cost. If it's going to be worth the repair, because I'm just going to sell it anyways. I knew that when I bought the car, but it's nice to have a confirmation on that, and maybe I get the ball rolling on actually warranting the turbo. I'm not sure if we're going to keep this as one video or upload it as two short ones, but I'll be back tomorrow night and we'll get some more of this interior stuff done. I wouldn't say we'll get all of it done, but a good chunk. I'll probably just leave some random stuff, just some stuff that's not important. Thanks for watching. Leave me a bit of feedback on that time-lapse stuff to see if you liked it or not. I'm going to have to check the footage later to see if I like it, but hopefully it works out alright. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. It's the next day. You can see I'm a little bit cleaner. I got a new sweater on. We're going to keep going with the interior stuff. We're trying to get the carpet out and get all these interior pieces out, center console, it all comes out pretty quick. I had a look at the time-lapse last night. It looks pretty decent, I think. We're going to keep going with that. I'll try it out for this whole video. I got to edit it to really see if it's going to work or not, but tell me what you think anyways. I already said it before, but I'm interested to see what you guys feel about it. And just like that, I'm done for the night. I've probably been 2 hours at this. I'm a little bit over time actually. I gotta go in and eat some supper. I'm really tired today. But I got a lot done. I got basically everything in the interior stripped, everything that was important and expensive and necessary. There's a few random bits around, but that's no big deal. What's left is just stuff I might sell on eBay, maybe. Nothing that I'm probably gonna need, I hope not. And I got duplicates of a lot of this stuff from the other car. And a lot of this stuff was trash, a lot of it's full of gravel and dirt. And actually the center console was all twisted up. I guess when they're in the crash, their bodies kind of hit and all that's kind of messed up, so that's not a big deal to keep. Obviously I didn't cut any wires in the wiring harness. The factory harness is all still there. It's not too chopped up. There's some aftermarket gauges as you've seen, but they were actually not too bad, just kind of spliced in with crimp connectors. No big deal to solder back together. I'll show you in a second. I'll spin the camera around, but I actually stripped out everything, even the bar that goes across the dash for support. It's jammed in there pretty good actually, because obviously it's all twisted and pulled to the side. But yeah, I took that out just for foolishness, just so I can get everything easy. Obviously nothing's going back in this car, so I thought I'd just take it out just so I get easy access to everything. But I'll spin the camera around quickly, just give you a quick look. So the carpet's out, and you can see before it was full of water. The water's still in the bottom. It was actually draining out through these seat mount holes. When I had the car jacked up, it was tilted enough where most of the water drained out, but now it's just a little bit left in the bottom. I'm going to have to take these plugs out and drain it, but I wanted to pull the car outside first because I didn't want to fill the garage full of water. But yeah, it's nothing too crazy. I just kind of took what I had seen. But now it looks really cool, hey? Now comes the important stuff, the engine, drivetrain, and all that. The engine, usually in my car, I can have it out in a couple hours, so that's not a big job. I'll probably just take the engine out, leave it on the stand for a minute. I'll strip everything else out the drivetrain really quick, all the suspension and subframes and stuff. But I think that's it for me for the middle of the week. I'm probably going to come back on the weekend, hopefully get some engine stuff done. I gotta make a shelter for this parts, like I said in the beginning of this video. I've been trying to edit it in a fast-paced manner so you can kind of fly through this stuff. It's important that I want to show it for the whole build because it's the whole car, but it's not the cool stuff, you know what I mean? So I'm going to leave that here. I'm going to consider the interior basically done. I might come back with some little bits and pieces, but it's not going to be anything worth mentioning or anything too crazy. As you can see, we basically got everything gone, so there's not much you can come back for. But I really appreciate you guys watching. I'm starting to get into the flow of this video stuff a little bit. It's getting more enjoyable for me. It's not such a burden to have to set the cameras up everywhere. I'm getting into a bit of a flow, so that works well for me because this stuff takes so long when you gotta film it and set the angles up, you know. You've heard me say that before. But alright, I'll talk to you guys next time. See you later.